Now we're over at the game business, taking a look at what has been happening this Black Friday in the UK. So we've got some results in for the consoles and for the games. Some of it is quite surprising. So let's dive right in. First off, the UK sales of consoles were better this year during Black Friday than last year's, so than 2024, with revenue up 14% and unit sales up 7%. So Nintendo Switch 2 did okay, the data firm says, but it was the PS5 that was the biggest driver of sales. In fact, the PS5 was the only console to do better this Black Friday than in the previous one. So that's pretty good, given that you'd think more people already have a PS5 and are not upgrading, but that doesn't seem to be the case. With unit sales up 16% over the last year, PS5 had a 62% share of the console market during the week. So over half of all consoles sold during Black Friday were PlayStation 5s. That is absolutely wild. Good news for the PlayStation brand. The PS5 Slim 1TB price was 21% lower compared to the 2 weeks previously. PS5 Slim was 34% lower, and the PS5 Pro was down to £586, which is an all-time low. What? Jeez, so that's a lot cheaper than I paid for it. Wow. Anyways, overall, the average price of the PS5 was £340 last week. Only the 7th time it's gone below 400. So that's an absolute bargain. £340 for a PS5. And then Xbox Series S and X accounted for 10% of the market during Black Friday. The average selling price for Xbox machines was $385, which was 8% lower than 2 weeks prior. I would love to see the breakdown of that between Series S and Series X, because Series S has had a price increase, unfortunately. And I do think it's probably more popular than the Series X in a lot of cases, because it is the budget play. It's the entry level Series X. I might be wrong. Let me know if you have either of them or would be interested in any of them. I have both. I initially got a Series S because at launch there's only so much money going about, isn't there? I was getting a PS5 no matter what with a disc drive. I pre-ordered that, and then I thought, I want to get involved in the Xbox ecosystem as well again. I had an Xbox One, which I played a lot, and I got the Series S because it was really cheap at launch. So that was what I thought. I thought PlayStation 5, main machine, Series S, Game Pass machine, and I had a Switch already at that point when these consoles launched in 2020. And then later on I got the Series X because you just need a disc drive. I just don't like not having a disc drive on consoles. And also it meant I could pick up a whole bunch of Xbox 360 games, because the 360 was my favourite Xbox console of all time. Still have some of the games, and they're great prices picking them up on eBay, on charity shops, all these sort of things. You get some absolute banger games, and the backwards compatibility is pretty good, so you can just slam it in your Xbox Series X, and away you go. You can relive your nostalgia or check out these awesome older games you've never played for a bargain price. Nintendo Switch 2 took 23% share of the market during Black Friday, which is a lower share compared to the weeks since launch. However, this is to be expected given the deals on PS5. So there you go. The Switch 2 probably didn't get much of a discount because it is really new. It's only been out for, I think, less than 6 months. So I guess that makes sense. Switch 2's average selling price was $405 during Black Friday. There we go, which was only a slight 3% drop from 2 weeks ago. Finally, Switch 1 took 5% of sales during Black Friday. So the Switch 1 still selling strong as well. It's pretty cool to see. Elsewhere, accessories sales were down sharply, 17% compared to last year. Wow, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. It was due to a sharp drop in joypad sales, so your controller sales, and gaming headsets. Oh, is that VR they mean? Obviously not. VR headsets were still popular over Black Friday, although unit sales were down 7%. Okay, maybe it was VR headsets we're talking about. Meta Quest 3S, I just don't want to talk about that. Like Zuckerberg, come on, Facebook, we don't want to give them any of our money, do we? Now, European top 10 unit sales games over Black Friday week was number 1, EA Sports FC 26. Number 2, Hogwarts Legacy. That was on massive discount, so that doesn't surprise me. Although it is in a lot of the subscription services, but good to see people are picking it up. It is good to buy and own your games. Now, this one surprises me. Jeez. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is at number 3. Is this just one of these things that just people, there's a lot of casual gamers just buy it anyway, no matter what. So new Call of Duty, they just want to pick it up and enjoy it. Maybe, but Black Ops 7 was heavily discounted due to it not being received well. So maybe that has a little bit to play in terms of the results here. If it has been reduced, people think, oh, that's the newest one. It's now down to £40 or whatever, $40. I'll pick it up. Battlefield 6 is still going strong. Number 4, Red Dead Redemption 2. Jeez, is that number 5 still going strong? That's absolutely wild. It Takes Two. Wow, great collab game there. I've not played that one yet. My mate was telling me about that. That's absolutely fantastic. I'll need to check that out. Also, if you're looking for an amazing co-op game, check out their other games. A Way Out is the one I've played, which is just fantastic. And I need to play their most recent one, which has popped right out of my head. Split Fiction, that is the one. GTA 5 still selling like hotcakes after all these years, which, how insane is GTA 5, by the way? It launched on PS3 and Xbox 360, and we're here on PS5 and Series X, and it's still selling in the top 10. What? Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch, NBA 2K26, and F125 round it out. So quite a few sports games in there. Very interesting though, but a strong Black Friday showing from the PlayStation family of consoles over Black Friday here in the UK. I would love to have seen some information on the portal as well, because there's been some wild discounts. Right now it's for sale for like £175, £170, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it for brand new. So I would imagine it's sold pretty well also, especially since the last update where you don't need a PlayStation 5 to actually use the portal to play owned games or games from the cloud. You just need a PS Plus premium subscription. So that would have been interesting to see also. Does this surprise you that PlayStation 5 has been dominating the Black Friday sales? 62% of all sales of consoles has been PlayStation 5 and some of these games. Anything surprises you?